Hello, I'm Dennis Poland. One of my favorite parts about being president and CEO of Virtua Health is getting to know our colleagues and the many ways they are here for good. Each person contributes to healthy communities, and each person has a story to tell. Let's meet one. Thanks for joining us on Here for Good, the Inside Edition.
Thank you for having me.
No, it is my pleasure. So, I remember meeting you a long time ago when I first joined Virtua, and that's been some time. And you had already been here for a while when I met you. So how long have you actually been at Virtua?
So now I have been here for 17 years, going on to my 18th.
Accounting was not always, and we'll sort of get to what you're actually doing, but it wasn't always your first career path, if I recall, right?
Yes, that is right. So initially, I am inspired by being a healthcare. So many family members are in the healthcare and stuff. So first, I followed them and I said, okay, I want to be a clinician. So I went for ultrasound, was not successful as a clinician, passed out on a few patients.
Well, time out. So as a ultrasound technician, you actually passed out on the patient?
When they do the biopsies, which is ultrasound guided, and I'm afraid of needles, I get nervous even getting the flu shots. So I went back to school for accounting and, came back in healthcare to support the healthcare workers and the patients from accounting.
What motivates you in your role as an auditor?
When we're auditing patient charts, we're really, it's providing indirect patient care, looking at patients' account to make sure the accounts are billed correctly, the payments are coming in correctly. So it is helping, and even when we're doing payroll audits, we're supporting the clinicians, making sure their paychecks are correct, making sure their checks and balances in place.
I remember you and I having a conversation once, and you shared with me the pride that you feel when you would see either our mobile grocery store, our mobile farmers market, or our cancer screening unit.
Yes.
Share a little bit about that.
Even at soccer fields. So this would happen a lot often, even when you're at a soccer field with kids' soccer games and stuff, and they know, oh, you work for Virtua, and there's just different respect that people have when they learn about Virtua, and that is the impact Virtua and all the caregivers make on the community. So it's every time when you see a ambulance go out or a truck go out or one of the mobile imaging van goes out. Even the kids in the car, they get excited. Oh, Mom, look, that's your work. And
so the pride that not only that you feel, but your family feel from being a part of an organization that's committed to helping to create these communities of wellness. Yeah. Tell me about your team, the people you work with, and sort of your responsibilities.
So I'm director of internal audit. Internal audit is a team of 3 auditors, so all 4 of us together. It's a mighty team. We do about 30 plus audits a year, and they're anywhere from hospital revenue audit to payables to HR to retirement plans, and we do grant audits. We do a lot of analytics projects.
Do people wake up and just say, I want to be an auditor, or they go to school to be an auditor? Or is it something you sort of migrate to as a result of being in the accounting field and so forth?
I'm an accountant or a CPA, but it's really right now where, when we have all the accountants, the people on my team, they have degree in business administration. We have somebody with accounting background. We have somebody with finance background.
And you need that to be able to have that sort of peripheral view of an organization. You have to have different expertise and different disciplines to make up that team, correct?
Yes, definitely. It gives, having the well-rounded team like that, it gives them, a team that has a very good business acumen, critical thinking skills that they have. And so they're very well-rounded. They can see Virtua, from when we audit the charts, they can become a patient because they've been to a Virtua facility and have received care. So we can look at these patient charts, more practically.
Yeah.
That exactly what is supposed to be in there and how it's supposed to flow.
What do you enjoy most about your job?
Helping my team. When they have, when we're doing an audit and it's a new area, or, there's so many changes that happen on an ongoing basis. So when we come to a question or something that we don't know, we haven't seen this. So it's so exciting for me to take them all both with me, all the auditors, and let's ask those questions to the customer. Let's ask them respectfully, with the intent to learn on how these things are working, how a process is flowing now, because there could be change, and then come to a conclusion.
Usually when you hear audit or auditors, people have this reaction that you're coming in to find something that they did wrong or that they're not doing correctly, and it's going to be punitive and they're going to be punished as a result of it. How do you get over that boogeyman mentality that, you are there to help them do what they do better?
The mindset of what you're doing is really you're working with the customer for good of Virtua.
So it's not the gotcha kind of mentality.
Definitely
It's like,
not.
here is how we may be able to take something that you're doing and do it better for the organization, for the patients that we serve.
Gotcha mentality will never get you far. The disagreements, it never leads to any good conclusion. So working together is the best way for any time when we have any findings or anything.
So you have been at Virtua going on 18 years. What about outside of Virtua? What's life like for you with your family and the things that you enjoy?
I have 2 wonderful boys, and with them, with their support and everything, we rescued a puppy a few years ago. So what I do is we all go for walks and stuff. I love to cook. I make a lot of different types of cuisines. I do Indian, I make Vietnamese, I make good Mexican food.
See, you said Mexican food. I grew up in San Antonio. And so I love Mexican food is like its own food group to me. So I love Mexican food. So what's your specialty in terms of cuisine that you enjoy making and eating the most?
I have to go with Indian food as first, and then Mexican comes second. Because Indian food I can eat any day, every day.
Really?
It doesn't matter. Yes, it's all those nice blend of spices and all that. So that's one thing we do. Another thing we do in my family is we all, eat together. That's one rule that we've always followed.
Food is central to a lot of what you guys do as a family. Anything else that interests you?
Every day I do yoga.
Every day, really?
Yes. That's my 6:30 to 7:30 slot every morning. Nobody can take that time.
Thank you so much for sort of sharing your story and what you do professionally here at Virtua and your family and what inspires you. I would love to try some of your cooking one day, but that's for another conversation. But thank you so much for being here for good and helping to make this organization what it is.
No, thank you so much for having me, giving me this opportunity to talk to you and do this podcast.
Once again, we've had a chance to speak with one of our incredible colleagues and share her amazing and inspiring story. So join in next time for another edition of Here for Good, the Inside Edition.